PC gamers in 2025, they've evolved or maybe just spiraled into madness with better hardware or worse spending habits, but either way, here are the species you probably encounter in the wild digital jungle. This one doesn't really play games so much as they dissect them like a science project. And while normal people open Steam to launch a game, they launch benchmark, temperature overlays, and frame time charts like they're prepping for surgery. And when you mention something like Baldur's Gate 3, they'll nod slowly and go, yeah, I tested that. 1440p Ultra, average FPS 74, big spike at frame 367, as if that's a normal way to respond to a game recommendation. They've got spreadsheet ranking every GPU they've ever owned, plus a few they just fantasize about. And if a game drops below 100 FPS for even a split second, they'll start panicking like the whole PC is falling apart. And suddenly, they're swapping out a perfectly good graphics card just to chase a theoretical 3% performance. Honestly, if Joy had a frame rate, they'll benchmark that. They don't build PCs, they curate archives, and somewhere in their digital vault lies a collection of 843 games, 27 of which are actually installed and maybe, just maybe, 4 that have been played beyond the tutorial screen. But that doesn't stop them from buying more every time a Steam sale rolls around like it's a religious experience. They'll say something like, it was 92% off, or one day I'll have time.
You gotta keep thinking that you can do it! You can do it! You can do it! You can do it!
But let's be honest, there's no plan, no schedule, no intention beyond the dopamine hit of buying, and their desktop is just a chaotic sea of untouched icons representing dreams that died before the loading screen. These people walk among relics from a simpler time, still whispering tales of an era when $250 got you the GPU that actually did its job without cooking your PSU. And their beloved GTX 1060 has survived multiple CPUs, 2 operating systems, 3 Windows updates, and probably more personal breakdowns than they care to admit. They'll proudly say things like, still runs everything I need, while launching CSGO with shadow off, textures at minimum, and the screen resolution so low it looks like a 2006 PowerPoint presentation. And when a new game drops, they'll still ask with hope in their voice,
can it run on the 1060?
And the answer is always, not well, but technically, which is basically their life motto. This person's PC is never finished, ever, because the moment they install a new part, it already feels outdated in their mind, and they've replaced their thermal paste more times this year than most people have changed their toothbrush, not because they had to, but because there's always something newer, shinier, or with even slightly better airflow. They've gone through more AIO coolers than most people have gone through relationships, and half the time, they don't even care about the performance gain. It's all about the chase, the BIOS update, and the feeling of being on the bleeding edge of the never-ending upgrade spiral. Games don't run any better, temps aren't any cooler, and nobody notices the changes but them. But somehow, looking at a clean hardware monitor gives them peace for about 24 hours. This one never actually played Skyrim. Not really. They've just spent years turning it into a Nordic survival simulator with photorealistic mud, handcrafted beard physics, and a weather system so advanced it crashes the game every time it rains. Every time they start a new save, it's not to play, it's to install 37 more mods, adjust the ENB settings, add 2 new survival mechanics, and fine-tune the color grading until it looks like a film. They keep saying almost ready to play, but they've been saying that since 2016, and the game hasn't actually been stable for longer than 6 minutes. One will build a PC someday. Truly, they will. They just need prices to drop, or rise, or stabilize, or maybe they're waiting for the 5090 Super Ti Black Edition leak to be confirmed, or for Mercury to leave retrograde, or maybe they're just vibing. They've updated their PC part picker list more times this month than they've actually opened Steam, and every time they get close to checking out, some leak or deal or TikTok video resets the entire process and the cycle begins again. Build isn't real, it's theoretical. It's an ever-shifting idea, and honestly, that's how they like it, because in their head, the perfect PC is always just one part away. 10 species, 10 coping mechanisms, same addiction. Thanks for watching. Until next time.